Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to another episode of Cut the Shit, Get Fit. I'm your host, Rafal Matuszewski, and another edition of my car vlog podcast thing that I'm doing. I am super pumped today, like super pumped. Just got word of out here in BC, British Columbia, Canada, at least in the lower mainland, we got approved for opening up gyms as long as we follow the guidelines set by our provincial government. This is huge because I was expecting the gym to not open until probably July, August, somewhere around there. Before I go any further, I need to adjust this camera. There we go. Yeah, super exciting. Like, we can open as of Tuesday, May 19th. And the funny thing is that today, which is a Friday, but this is going to be coming out on Sunday. So on Friday, I was just in a meeting with the people that I work with at Runora, the gym that I train out of. We were planning our proposal to send into the provincial government to, oh man, my camera just fell. Hang on, you guys. Don't worry, we're good. All right, I'm just gonna hold it here. So we just were meeting to send into a proposal of how we are going to open safely and effectively for our members and staff, and would hope for an approval from the government. Now, as we were ending the meeting, and we were literally in there for like 2.5 hours, we just saw an article posted online that gyms can open as early as Tuesday. And we had like the biggest sigh of relief because we have so many of our clients and members wanting to get back in as soon as possible. And, I'm bringing this up because as a collective, like every single gym here in our province, even though we compete against each other for business, this is the one time where we all have to come together and follow these protocols and procedures, above and beyond 110%, because what's going to happen is if one of our gyms here in BC gets an outbreak of COVID, guaranteed the government is going to shut down operating gyms. And that's the last thing we need right now. Because if you look at a bunch of the research out there in COVID, time and time again, you see that exercise is one of the best ways to prevent the disease from spreading. So the fact that they closed down the gyms, which I totally understand, but exercise is so critical right now, not just for our physical health to help, stop the spread of COVID, but also for our mental health. Like, I would be lying if I haven't been my 100% mentally the last 77 days? No. How many days have we been closed? I think it's more so, actually no, 77 days would be all the way until May 31st, so our reopening. So let's say 60 days. I would be lying if I haven't been my best in the past 60 days since the closure of the gym and clinic I work at. Like, it hit me hard in ways that I could not imagine. So that's just my work, but I was still able to train. So I can only imagine our members and what our clients were feeling the moment we had to close, and it just kept prolonging, and it kept going and going and going. So I encourage every single person listening right now that when your gym opens, say you're a trainer or a owner of a gym, go above and beyond when it comes to the cleaning protocols, the distancing protocols, even the distancing between staff members, because out here, like in Aura, we have such a tight-knit family to a point where like it's not uncommon for all of us to hug all the freaking time. And it's going to be a really weird experience when I see, someone I haven't seen for months that I usually hug, interact with all the time, and now it's like, hey, stay 6 feet away from me. So we need to like go above and beyond and really be strict and enforce these rules. Same with if you're a fitness person that just goes to a gym. Like, yes, you're gonna have to probably clean your equipment. Yes, you're gonna have to wipe down your shit, which you're supposed to do anyway before all this, but most people don't. So like, put in the extra effort. It's your best interest to do so, because I believe in karma. If you decide to wipe down your bench and you actually take the time to also wipe the underneath part of the bench where people grab it to like move it, or put it onto an incline, like little things like that, that's going to go a long way. And I feel like it's going to help everyone else around you, right? Like, the more we can come together at this point is going to be huge. Like, this is such a big step forward. And I know a lot of places in the States especially have already started opening, and I've already seen some great procedures that people have put into place, but we need to go above and beyond to make sure that there's no outbreaks, that they keep gyms open. Like, people need this. Like, we have such a huge community online right now for Aura, doing online classes, doing our recorded classes. It's been amazing. And every single one of them can't wait to get back, because they miss the community, they miss the coaches, they miss the culture. So in order to keep that, people have been messaging me saying that they've been having withdrawal like symptoms, they've been depressed, they've been like the most unmotivated they've been their entire lives because our gym closed. Like, think of stripping something away from you that's been like, that's part of your soul almost, it's just like, I'm so excited. Like, this is not so much so that, yeah, we're opening, our business is going to do well. It's more so like the people that we affect. Like, it's amazing. Like, I remember having this realization how much of an impact I make on people the moment that when I was working at a gym for, I think it was like 5 years, seeing the same people every single day, working with the same clients every single day, and we had to close. That's a whole nother story of why we closed, but when we closed, we did a farewell party for all our staff, and all of our clients came to it. And the amount of cards and conversations that I had and letters that I received of all the emotions that my clients felt, and clients that I trained once or twice, but that I see every day and just had conversations of how much of a place in their heart I had for them, like how much of an impact I gave to their life. And they said that they would follow me no matter what I did or where I went. Like, coaches don't get to have that privilege of knowing how much you really mean to another person until something drastic like this happens, right? The amount of messages I've gotten from like clients that were so worried about me, the amount of messages I got from members that are like, what's going to happen? Like, is Aura going to shut down forever? Like, gyms have such a huge impact on people's lives, more than you think. So think twice when you decide to go back to your gym that reopens about just cleaning a little bit more. Like, you're gonna rest in between exercise and sets, rather than standing around looking at yourself in the mirror and either like, oh yeah, I look awesome, or like, fuck, this thing of fat or skin is not the way it's supposed to look. Like, wipe something down. Even wipe something down that you're not even using. Like, we all need to come together and keep this place safe. The gym is a haven for so many people. Like, people who don't go to the gym don't understand where we're coming from. Like, the gym is like a second home for a lot of people. You know, it's as important as their Starbucks. Like, that's the reason why Starbucks drive-thrus are so freaking busy all the time, right? It's just part of people's lives. And you rip that away from them, like, things mentally are not going to go right. So this is almost like a public service announcement that every single person who's listening that ends up going back to their gym, be sure to take the time to wash and wipe down everything you touch. Because the next person that doesn't do that, we're that much closer to going backwards. We don't want that. Gyms do so much more for people than you think. So do the best you guys can. I'm going to leave it there, you know, short and sweet. That's it. You guys are amazing. Let's not take a step backwards. Let's keep pushing forward. Let's make COVID a thing of the past. Let's get through this thing. Let's get back to our normal and enjoy life the way it should have been. All right. That's it, you guys. Thank you so much. I'm in such better spirits. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I love every single one of you listening. Thank you for the support. Share this podcast with your friends and family. Give me a 5-star review. Hit the show notes. Add me on Facebook, Instagram, everything, so I can give you more value. Until next time, you guys.